Allie is on the phone today for To Catch a Cheater, and she thinks that her husband of 3 years, Dylan, might be messing around. So let's see if we can help her out. Allie, sorry you're going through it, but what's going on? Why do you think Dylan is cheating on you?
I just want to, I guess, preface this by saying I've never, ever had this concern with my husband, ever.
That's good.
I mean, we have what I consider a good trust-based relationship. He's not the kind of guy that's like hearting other girls, bikini pictures on Instagram. He's never like gawking at women. I feel like he is a good husband to me.
Okay.
However, just his personality, he's like a little bit of a people pleaser. I just kind of worry after this thing that went down that like, could he have like, I don't know. His boss is a female, so let's put that out there. I'm like worried maybe he got like talked into maybe like making a mistake or like put in a situation where.
Think he's easily manipulated?
Kind of.
Okay.
Especially it's like if it's work related. I know he takes his job very seriously and he's like always trying to like prove himself and get ahead and, get to that next level. So I don't know. I guess let me fill you in on like what happened and then you guys can like weigh in.
Okay.
Well, he basically came home from work about a week ago, so late. Like not even late, like almost freaking the next morning. Like he came home from work at 3 a.m.
Oh.
He had told me it was a tough week and that, there was a chance he might have to work late at some point. But even that night, he wasn't like texting me like, hey, I'm working late. But he said he worked late. The thing that's weird is when he came home, he had different clothes on than when he left. And like, I was like half asleep when he came home, but also hadn't been sleeping well because I'm like, where is he? And when I texted him, he didn't answer. But when he did come home, I was like, why are you wearing sweatpants? And he basically told me that since it was after hours and like most of the office had left, that he was just like, I just want to wear something more comfortable.
Okay. So does he keep that at the office?
So sometimes he does work out after work. So I kind of didn't question like that he would have like workout athletic type clothes because he does often keep his running shoes or like an extra set of clothes at the office in case he wants to go to the gym. He has like a gym bag, it's like I kind of knew, okay, he had said he was working late and I didn't even really like I kind of knew what time it was, but I was also like, you're annoying.
Well, it's annoyed.
Go to bed.
Well, it's like annoyed and worried. I would imagine you were worried at that time. Like he didn't respond or anything.
Well, I'm a person who takes Ambien, so I had taken an Ambien before bed, and like that will knock me out.
Okay.
When he did wake me up, I was like half out of it, and also like, what time is it? And then I'm like, why are you wearing sweatpants? And then I was like, you're annoying. Go to bed. But then like the next day, it like all kind of came back. Like, why were you, 3 like why is he coming home at 3? Like it all like kind of made sense in the morning. But then here's where I was like, what? And that was a couple days later, I'm doing his laundry. So this was like a few days ago. I'm doing his laundry and I'm going to throw his clothes in the washing machine and this hotel key like falls out of his laundry.
Oh.
Yeah. And he never mentioned like going to any sort of hotel or anything like that. All I know is he worked late and he rolled in at 2-3 in the morning in sweatpants. So I did mention it.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I asked him about it. And he basically kind of started stammering and saying that a coworker dropped it at work and that he had just picked it up and put it in his pocket to like give it back and then must have forgotten.
What?
And then I feel like he kind of tried to change the subject. When someone looks up, so what is it, the left or the right when they're talking to you? Like
you can feel it.
All the body language. Yeah, all the body language. I was like, okay, this is not why you have a hotel key in your pocket or in your laundry. I mean, he's a good guy, but what if he's like playing me and he's like an and I am being played?
Okay. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and pretend to be from the grocery store and tell him that he's this month's lucky winner of free flowers delivered from our floral department, and we'll see if he sends those to you or to somebody else, okay?
Yeah.
We'll play a song, come back, and get your To Catch a Cheater next.
It's time
to catch a cheater.
only on the Jubal Show.
Right in the middle of To Catch a Cheater, if you're just joining us, Allie is on the phone, and she thinks that her husband of 3 years named Dylan might be cheating. So we're about to call him and pretend to be from the grocery store, that he's a rewards card member, and say that he's this month's lucky winner of free flowers delivered from our floral department. And we'll see if he sends those to his wife, Allie, or to somebody else. And we'll see if we can catch him if he is cheating. But before we do that, before we call him, Allie, why don't you catch us up on your situation again?
Well, I thought I was happily married. I hope I am. I'm like beside myself. My husband basically came home from work at 3:00 in the morning, said he was working late, but showed up in sweatpants. And then I found a freaking hotel room key when I went to do his laundry several days later. And when I confronted him about it, I just wasn't buying his story that like a coworker dropped it and he picked it up. So like why does your coworker have a hotel room? Like the whole thing just like doesn't make any sense. And being that I know he's a pushover, I know his boss is a female. I don't know. I'm like, something happened between 5 p.m. and 3 a.m. that night. And I like need to know because I think my husband's amazing, but I don't want to end up being that woman that is like, I should have listened to my gut and get burned down the road. So here I am on my favorite radio station, like putting it all out there.
Are you ready for us to call him?
No, I'm really not. You guys, I'm actually freaking out.
I know.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, this is Corbel calling from. I was looking for our rewards card member named Dylan.
This is Dylan.
Dylan, please don't hang up. This is not a marketing phone call. I'm actually calling with a big congratulations. You're this month's big winner.
Oh, all right. What I win?
The flowers.
Flowers? Oh, What do you mean?
Oh, well, every single month, maybe you don't know this, we choose one rewards card member who gets free flowers delivered directly from our brand new floral department to anybody that you want within the 50 United States. You've won 36 long stem red roses, a box of candy or chocolates, and a card to be delivered to anybody that you want.
Wow. That's a nice surprise.
So all I would need from you then would be the first and last name of the person you want to send them to, and then anything that you'd like to put on a card. And then we'll get the address and we'll be good to go.
Okay. I'd like to send to Melanie.
Melanie. Okay. Anything you want to put on a card to Melanie?
I appreciate you covering for me. I owe you one. Now, let's never speak about this again.
Okay, great. Got that down. And now I'll let you know that your wife is on the phone and probably has some questions.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because this is actually a radio show. It's the Jubal Show.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And my name's Jubal. And we do a segment called To Catch a Cheater, where if you think somebody's messing around, you see who they send flowers to. And your wife emailed us and is on the phone and probably has some questions for you.
Okay.
Let me just say, first of all, hi, I'm your wife, Allie. Do you remember me? And I'm here along with everybody else. And yes, I do have a lot of questions. Like, what the
what's the problem, love?
Are you stupid? I just heard you sending flowers to someone named Melanie, who is not your boss. So this is even more freaking weird. Who is Melanie? And you better start explaining, because my next call is to a freaking divorce lawyer at this point. I am like, what the you're annoying me. What the Tell me what is going on.
Allie, I promise you, I'm not cheating. I know this sounds cliche and everything or whatever, but I promise you, I'm not cheating.
I promise I'm not cheating, but I came home from work at 3 a.m. and now I'm sending flowers to some random person that I've never even heard of before. You're such a cliche.
Listen.
Right now. I'm
Who's
so
Melanie?
grossed out. I'm so grossed out.
Yeah, who's Melanie?
Well, Melanie's my boss at work. Well,
Melanie's not your boss. Now you're lying to them. Melanie is not your boss. Your boss's name is Rachel. Who is Melanie?
Wait, what?
Melanie is
Why is this funny?
Because you need to listen to what happened. You need to hear the story, Allie. But Melanie is my coworker's wife. Melanie is one of my coworker's wives.
Okay, that doesn't make it better.
And why are you
Rachel.
sending her flowers? Just tell us what the is going on.
All right. A couple of people, and they went out for work and knocked off early. We went to the bar and served food. I just wanted to go home, but the boss was there, and So I needed to go. I needed to meet with the boss. I needed to, she convinced me to show up, and it's a big deal. You know what I mean?
Okay, fine. I get it. So you work late. I get it. You decided to put in FaceTime with your coworkers. I get it. Can you tell me what is going on?
Fine, Allie, fine. Look, I myself.
What?
What?
What are you talking about?
I myself. And
What? Like you were freaking out, or like literally?
I literally had some kind of food poisoning on the way there to the bar to meet the boss and the coworkers, and I myself. So I called Melanie, Melanie had to ask for a change of clothes of Bob because she lived next to the hotel, and I myself. It's embarrassing. I sent a thank you note for roses to save me, with the sweatpants. I needed to borrow some clothes. That's why I stayed at the hotel to change and clean up. It was a big mess. And I needed to clean up, and the bar we were going to meet at is right there. I didn't want to drive all the way an hour home, and I wanted to thank Melanie with the flowers. That's it. There's nothing else. It was a show.
Oh my God. Okay. Not to put you on blast, but I know you have a sensitive stomach as it is. Hey, that's so embarrassing. But why would you do that?
I was embarrassed. I mean, I was embarrassed. I myself. I don't feel like.
Okay. Listen. All I'm going to say is I feel like, let this be a lesson to you. You are such a pushover. You shouldn't have went out with your coworkers. You should have just came home. You yourself. I think that was the universe telling you to just stop being such a people pleaser. And next time, just tell me the truth.
Yeah. Also tell your wife. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Oh my God.
That's mortifying.
I do have a husband. I have a husband that's
Oh my God.
You believe him, Allie, that he had an accident and then had to clean up got a room to clean up?
Well, I did not see his normal work pants in the laundry, so I kind of question why does he only have sweatpants? Where are his work pants? So, and he does have a sensitive stomach, so there's that.
Well, hey, at least you know he's not cheating.
All right, well, I'm going to go now because this is just so weird. That this is, on the radio.
If you need to double check, call Melanie.